What's up, YH gang? Welcome to today's pod vlog. Today we are going to be talking about micro habits that will keep you, productive and, keeps you happy when it comes to doing things. I know for a fact when it comes to habits, a lot of us, typically listen to the same thing. Oh, wake up early, go to the gym, making your bed every day. And the list goes on. And although those things do also help, well, those aren't the only things. Sometimes these things can be difficult, especially if you're not that type of person, and often it also comes as like a routine. And routines are good, but what about like living a life that you love, adding things, incorporating different fun things to make your life more bold and creative. So let's talk about habits. A habit is a routine or a behavior that is performed regularly, and in many cases automatically. The quality of life depends on the quality of your habits. Like, we think and we do what we think. And that's why we also have to focus on like how we think about ourselves and our belief system. So we live in a popcorn society. Wherever we want it right now. And because of this, we neglect the process that we have to go through. We sit and complain. An example would be going to the gym. You think I've been running every day for a month just so I don't see any changes in my body? With this type of thinking, it's easy to let go of good habits because we don't see it right away. That's why we have to focus on just getting 1% better every single day. And I've been reading this book called Atomic Habits. I will also link it in my description down below. And something that really stuck to me is to forget the goal and focus on the systems. The goals are the results of what you want to achieve, but systems are the processes that lead to those results. Like I said, literally the small things. Goals are good for, setting directions, but systems are the best for making progress. And it's good to have goals, they create like the outline. However, it's not good to have everything planned to a T because everything is not going to go as planned all the time. You have to be able to, let God, Jesus Christ, create your narrative, create your story. Because sometimes you'll make the whole plan, you give it to him, he'll laugh right in your face. Like, that is not what I want for you. Another reason why goals aren't really the best way to go about it is because a lot of people think, once I reach my goal, then I'll be happy. The problem with the goal first mentality is that you're continually putting your happiness off until the next milestone. And that's not really the best way to live life. It makes no sense to restrict your satisfaction to one scenario when there are many paths to success. When you create system first, you fall in love with the process rather than the product. Like, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy. You're satisfied anytime your system is running. And oftentimes, whenever we have goals, it creates like a yo-yo effect. So let me give you an example. So last year, I had a big goal of hitting 10,000 followers on any platform, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. So I surpassed that goal last year. By the end of the year, I started with 3,000 followers and I ended up with 30,000 followers. As soon as I hit that goal, I kind of stopped creating content because I'm just like, oh, I'm that girl. Like, the brand's got to reach out to me now, so I'm just that girl. The goal no longer motivated me. And once all your hard work is focused on a particular goal, what's left to push you to achieve it after? Nothing. So this is why many people find themselves reverting back to their old habits after, accomplishing one goal. And this is also a reason why identity-based habits is a little bit more effective than outcome-based habits. Your habits shape your identity. Outcome-based habits focus on what do I need to achieve, but identity-based habits focus who do I need to become. And I believe this has helped me a lot, especially when it came to achieving my goals last year. I really focused on the future me. This is why I like to push imagination and visualization as a big thing, because as we go into our adulthood, a lot of things that we used to think as a child, like our imagination things, they tend to fade away. And meditating allows me to tap into my creative side and think about, okay, what does she do? This is why lately, as you can see, I'm living my best mother freaking life. I visualize as myself as a person that works hard and My goal is to impact, inspire, and influence, because I want to leave this earth, with something. However, I want to make sure that I'm living my best life while doing it. Living in this society is always work hard, work hard, work hard. And go to sleep when you're dead or when you made it. That's the only time you can rest. But God says, rest in knowing that with God, all things are possible. So walk at the pace of grace for your calling. So there's a lot of things that you have to unlearn. You can't just say, no thanks, I'm trying to quit smoking. Instead of saying that, say, no thanks, I'm not a smoker. Now that you've said that, you shift your belief to a person that is not a smoker. That statement shifts your identity, as smoking was a form of your past life, but not your current. Like, you're living in that. Same thing with, like, say for example, doing YouTube. Last year, I used to just say, instead of saying, yeah, I do YouTube, I'll tell myself I'm a YouTuber. And then I shift and started thinking about, because I'm a YouTuber, what do YouTubers do? And this allowed me to crank videos for you guys every single week, pouring in, giving value. That's why it's important to watch what you say. I used to have a friend, right? Every single time I say, I'm trying to do this, she'll be like, up, you do it. I'm speaking negative, she corrects me. You're not that, you're this, or whatever. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it used to annoy me, because it's like I'm feeling my emotions and she's trying to like stop me from not feeling my emotions. But I see why she's doing that, because if you continually tell yourself, I'm not a morning person, I'm always late. My biggest thing was, I'm always late. I'm horrible at math. I'm terrible with directions. When you repeat the same story to yourself, it's easy to like slide into the mental grooves and accept it as a fact. Like, this is who I am. And it's not. It's not who you are. And I used to have an ex-boyfriend that used to talk so much wreck about himself all the time. And it would frustrate me on how he viewed himself, because I'm like, in my eyes, I'm like, you have so much potential. You have way more value than you think. But in the book, here are 2 steps that it talks about on how to win majority of the time. So you have to decide on the type of person you want to be. And number 2 is to prove it to yourself with small wins. Even me, with being in the classroom, whenever I, meditate, I think of myself, of my higher self, a person that, wakes up early, goes to the gym, and she's a gym girly. She likes to cook. Y'all know I hate cooking. I hate the gym. And whenever I speak to my students, sometimes I be visualizing myself on stage. And when I'm talking to my students, I'm acting as if I'm on stage. So that's why it's very important to be delusional. People like to look at delusional as bad, but be delusional. It's good. Some new habits I've been doing to make things that I hate fun, or making it creative. So say, for example, I hate cooking, right? But trying new food and trying new recipes makes it fun. I hate going to the gym, but joining them workout classes that allow me to twerk a little makes it fun. Another one is working on a new creative project. So little things like designing my car, redecorating my room, or even starting like a new business. Right now I'm starting a new business, and I can't wait to tell y'all, but I can't tell y'all right now. I'm just gonna have to wait till God allows me to. When that time comes, you will see. But these are things that, spark creativity and allow me to have joy. Another one would be creating things that are like hobbies. So an adult one, I heard a lot of people say playing tennis. I recently went, scuba diving, like I just showed you guys. And surrounding myself with community. That's why I love being outside. A lot of people try to view it as like a bad thing to be outside, but we need outside, okay? I love outside. Like, I ain't never come on. 13-1. And even when it comes to eating, for me, I just love hot chips, hot fries. But I know for a fact I'm finna get me a big back if I don't stop. So instead of just beating myself up all the time about eating hot chips, I'm just limiting it. I'm still eating it, so I'm not doing no crazy diet. But your goal is to simply win majority of the time. Not all the time. And it's a lot better that way too, because if you win majority of the time, what are things that you're going to have to fix? Like, the whole point of failing is for us to, try again and, start the journey all over. Another thing I've been doing recently is listening for entertainment and not just education. On my, growth to success. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and, you know, reading books, which is amazing. But to rest my eyes on something that is funny, that's value in itself too. And people don't think that it's funny. We need entertainment. So watching different shows has helped me, different genres of shows. Instead of just watching podcasts, I started watching, I usually like to watch anything with drama, like Love and Hip Hop, Baddies, Power. But lately, I've been wanting to watch other things such as Love is Blind. And, you know, this has been opening some creative juices, even when it comes to content. That's why I was like, you know, I mean, make some videos on, like, relationships or whatever. But, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you got something from this video. And thank you so much. I love you, and see you in my next video. Bye.